All right, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai Basham Krakadach, another update. Looks like Syria rebels enters horrific prisons as Assad flees Damascus. All right, so this is just a great demonstration of the hand of Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, what he's doing, right, and how um how the Lord is working in these different cities, all right, and prophecy is coming to pass, all right. So let's play this a little bit of the clip, and then I'm gonna pull a couple of precepts. Families reunited after years of enduring some of the world's worst atrocities. For more than a decade, Sinai prison has symbolized the darkest abuses of the Assad regime. A place survivors have described as hell on earth, of systematic torture, sexual assault, and mass execution, just 30 kilometers north of Damascus. Here, rescuers can be seen shooting the lock off the prison gate and using gunfire to open closed doors leading to cells. For families of the prisoners, the moment carries enormous weight. Survivors of Sinai have spoken of the prison's indescribable cruelty. So-called welcome parties of beatings with metal weapons and electric cables. Prisoners made to sleep standing, to eat food mixed with blood, and defecate where they eat. The frequent sexual assault of men, women, and children. Tens of thousands of people died from the regime's cruel torture methods, and one survivor said their bodies were stored in so-called salt rooms, used to preserve corpses in the absence of refrigerated morgues. The survivors are free at last, but the impact of... All right, so you see how things is happening in the Middle East, all right? And the Lord said he was going to do that, all right? So let's go into the word. Let's get Isaiah 33 and 6. No, Isaiah... No, let's get acknowledge 33 and 13. Isaiah 33 and 13 reads, hear you that are far off, what I have done. This is the Lord's talking about the west, all right? People that's far off from the east, the west, what I have done. And you that are near, acknowledge my might. All right, this is for the Middle East. They're going to acknowledge Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai when it's all said and done, because this is where he's going to, this is the area in the Middle East where he's gonna, everything's gonna take place at, all right, the Armageddon and final battle, all right, in the book of Revelation, all right. So the Lord is going to have these nations acknowledge him, and we're supposed to be hearing what he's doing overseas, just like in Egypt. His name is going to be magnified, all right. So we just seen what's going on in the Middle East. We go to Amos 3 and 6. Make this quick. Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord Yahweh have not done it? All right, shall it, so basically the Lord is does all of this stuff. All right. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and people not afraid? No, because the fact that the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is the one that created evil. All right, so he's the one doing this evil. All right. Um, Isaiah 45 and 7 reads, I'll read verse 6. It says, that they may know from the rising of the sun from the west, you see, and that there is none beside me. I am the Lord Yahweh, and there is none else. All right, so the Lord's he wants people to know it's only him. All right, verse 7, I form light and create darkness. All right, I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh, do all these things. So this is the Lord Yahweh doing these things, all right? Um, there's no doubt about it. Let's get second Esdras 15
and 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. There's going to be just a whole bunch of race wars and riots, and people fighting against each other in conflict. Verse 16, and there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. So the people are gonna do what they want to do. They're gonna overthrow the government, which you just seen, and the president of Syria just flew and fled to Russia. All right, and the rebels are now in power. All right, they're forming their own government. So this is the prophecy happening, man. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes. They don't care about this, the president of the country. There's going to be a lot of anarchy going on, all right, and a lot of corruption and a lot of chaos in the cities, all right. So yeah, just just a little quick little video, what's going on, because everyone's distracted, but a lot of people, it's going to be a lot of tension on the Jay-Z lawsuit and the Diddy lawsuit, but we have to know what's going on overseas too. The Lord says watch and pray. We're not supposed to be just watching that. We're supposed to be watching what's going on in the Middle East, because the Lord says, hear ye that are far off. So you're supposed to hear the things that's going on in the Middle East. Just because you don't live over there does not mean that you're ignorant to it. You got to look and listen to what's going on and have your ear out what's going on over in the overseas. And this is because prophecy is happening, all right? Not only just happening in America, but also in the world, all right? So, with that being said, Shalom. Catch you on the next video.